Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everybody is well. I hope you are finally enjoying some beautiful weather. I'm going to leave this computer for 1 second to close the door so you're not listening to my washing machine. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I moved. You'll notice the background's a bit shifted. I've moved, finally created a proper area to work. Anyways, happy Monday. I hope everybody enjoyed some sun and are surviving, and you are now into basically you've finished a quarter of the course. And we have front loaded the course where there's so many skills that you're kind of learning off the top end. And then now you'll notice that there's lots of repetition. So what you're going to notice this week is you're doing 2 short stories again, some really lovely short stories. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do, with some reading comprehension. You're revisiting the strategy of say, mean, matter in your discussion this week. And you get to be a little bit creative in responding to themes through something called a visual metaphor. So it's a little bit lighter in terms of it shouldn't feel like practicing. It shouldn't feel like relearning a whole bunch of skills. It should feel like practicing things that we've been doing for the last few weeks. I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. I wanted to clarify, a couple of you emailed me about that I wasn't giving feedback this week. That's not what I said in the video. I said I wasn't giving feedback on the poetry because that's a metacognition exercise, but I was providing feedback on the personal response. So as I'm reading through those, if I feel like you just really missed the boat, I will let you read. I'll submit a note to you saying, can you please redo? Please note all of the critical essays have been marked from last week, with the exception of those that I've asked you to redo because you just simply didn't craft what is really a critical essay. And so it was an offering of kindness. Basically, what that was saying to you is if I go ahead and mark this, it will not be a passing grade. So I was offering you an opportunity to redo it. And by redoing it, it doesn't mean by just redoing the same thing. It means going back into the videos that are posted about how to construct a critical response. There are quite a few exemplars that I've uploaded where you should be able to see. I'm going to mimic how this introduction flows. That it's sort of, this is an opportunity to redo and actually redo correctly. And by correctly, I mean at least have the organizational structure. The development of the critical analysis is something I can help you with, but I do need to see that you understand how to write an introduction and that there are several body paragraphs and a conclusion. 2 growth areas for everybody before your next critical essay. I need you to understand how to integrate your quotations. So I am going to be uploading in the newsfeed a couple exercises. I don't want you to hand those in to me. Those are for you so that you can practice integrating quotations. Again, please do not hand those in to me. I have enough marking already. Those are a kindness, and here's a couple exercises to help you practice so that when you write your next critical essay, you know how to integrate quotations properly into your paragraphs. So quote integration is something that 99% of you need to be working on for the next one. And topic sentences of your body paragraph. So if you scroll down earlier in the news feeds, I gave very explicit directions on how to construct a topic sentence and what those should look like in your essays. Need you to go, I'm going to try to repost that, but you can also scroll into the newsfeed and see, okay, what did Tammy say about topic sentences? Those are 2 areas I'm going to be very, very strict on for the next essay. So if quote integration and topic sentences are not done correctly, you're going to be losing quite a few marks. I didn't take off as many marks as I could have with those 2 things. Those 2 things are directly related to both your mark for organization and also your mark for grammar and syntax. So quote integration is grammar, how you integrate quotations effectively. It's style. And then topic sentences are how well your essay is actually organized and developed. So those are 2 areas I want everybody to work on. Um, I will be looking through your personal responses again this week. Obviously, I'm marking your poetry. I'm looking for high levels of metacognition. Your personal response is marked in 2 categories. So, unlike the critical response that's out of 30, a personal response is out of 20 marks. Both categories are equally weighted. So, theme and thesis, and how well that's developed through your creative, and then style, grammar, mechanics, tone is out of 10 as well. So when I post your rubric, you'll be able to see how I marked you there and how it is marked. What else do I want to say? I haven't taken a breath. That's it for this week. So the news feed this week is going to be quite loaded because I'm going to be offering some exemplars on the essays, even though I understand that some of you are still writing. Please ensure you understand my kind note about plagiarism. It's an automatic 0 for now moving forward in the course. I do not want to see language or analysis from the internet, from essays on the internet, from other peers in the course. That's not what I'm interested in. I've been at this a long time, so I know when stuff is coming from elsewhere. So please just be respectful of that and mindful. It does, all of your work goes through what's called Turnitin, which is why I don't accept through email, which is a program that tells me exactly what the percentage is and tells you what the exact percentage is of work coming from elsewhere. Now, usually that percentage is because the directions or quotations are going to come up as plagiarized when I know they aren't. But if anything above and beyond that is usually a concern. So be very mindful that the work that you're submitting is your own. The online discussions are meant for you to inform your understanding, that so that you do not have to go to outside sources. So if your discussions are as meaty and developed and nuanced and sophisticated as they can be, that is where you can use information in your essays and in your work. That should inform your writing. But anything else is not fair game in this course. So please just be mindful of that. Again, questions, concerns, please email me. I have to reiterate again, I am now not grading work that is emailed to me. Grading work that is emailed to me. I still had a few submissions through email because, allegedly there's tech issues. I'm over that, guys. I'm not accepting it through email. So your work has to come through D2L. So please sort that out on your end. If you're having trouble with that, there is a help desk. That's what you need to call in order to get your work submitted correctly. Again, this week should feel fairly light. It should feel like a pause in learning new skills. It should be a practicing of things that we've already done. For the reading comprehension exercises, you have 2 reading comprehension exercises. Please note, I want those to be developed. I want to see all of your critical thinking. I want to see quote integration. I want to see developed analysis. So it should not be in note form. The reading comprehension exercises this week should be developed responses, full sentences, in some cases full paragraphs. When needed, you need to incorporate quotations to support your reasoning. So look at it as a very in-depth analysis of your critical reading. So just be mindful of that. Have a great week. I will see you on the flip side.